Hello everyone and welcome to Shifting Gears. Welcome inside the Mahindra BE 6E. A brand new product, a new brand BE from Mahindra, and this BE 6E is a 5-seater SUV. It looks fantastic from the outside, it looks smashing on the inside, and if you are in the market to bring home an electric SUV, this should definitely be in your options list. In this video, we are going to very quickly speak about the overall feel from behind the wheel. It can't be a really in-depth review in our style because the event is quite chaotic and we don't have too much of time and too much of distance to drive with this new BE 6E. But we will try our best and we will try to put up more content, push out more content of this SUV so that you can make an informed car buying decision. Now, let us first speak about the specifications of this Mahindra BE 6E. So powering this Mahindra BE 6E, you have two battery pack options, 59 kilowatt hour and 79 kilowatt hour. Speaking about the motor power, if you buy the 59 kilowatt hour battery pack option, you get 170 kilowatts of power, and with the 79 kilowatt hour battery pack, you get 210 kilowatts of power. The total torque, the motor torque, is 380 Newton meters on both the battery pack options. This is a rear wheel drive SUV. It is a 5-seater SUV, and speaking about range, it is 535 kilometers with the 59 kilowatt hour battery pack option and 682 kilometers of range with the 79 kilowatt hour battery pack option, which is fantastic. Of course, you know that you will be given a portable charger with this vehicle, but since this has such a big battery pack, let us only speak about the DC fast charging time. So 20 to 80% state of charge can be achieved for the 59 kilowatt hour variants, making use of a 140 kilowatt charger in 20 minutes. And the same 20 to 80% SOC can be achieved making use of a 175 kilowatt charger in 20 minutes. So you are going to be ready with this vehicle, ready to hit the roads again very quickly because it is going to charge so rapidly. Now the Mahindra BE 6E, it rides on 19-inch wheels is what they tell us, and you are also going to have an option of 20-inch wheels. And speaking about the ground clearance, it is going to be 207 millimeters unladen and 222 millimeters if you consider where the battery is positioned. So now that you know the basics and other specifications, of course, you can read the brochure. What I want to tell you is that the NVH package is fantastic. I am driving this car in and around Chennai, and it is a rather crowded street and it is a very poorly managed in terms of traffic route, and road sense also looks pretty shabby. But overall, when I'm on the move, the vehicle is quiet on the inside. I am in complete zen mode. I'm trying my best actually, but the vehicle, it is doing a fine job, and there is not too much of a motor whine or tire noise that is heard inside the cabin. Because of this, you can drive this BE 6E for really long hours. Say for example, if you're buying this car and if you're going to go out commuting to your office, this can be your place of meditation. It is that quiet. Even the AC fan blower is not too loud. I have kept it at a low setting right now because it is a rather overcast day, so it is not really hot and sunny, but still a very quiet cabin, and this should definitely please a lot of potential customers. The next point that I want to talk about when we are speaking about NVH is that now at speeds of almost 50 kilometers per hour, which are going to be your city speeds, there is no tire noise that is heard inside the cabin. Really big wheels, really wide contact patch tire, but no tire noise inside. And when we are moving over some bumps, over some speed breakers, there are no thuds or any kind of noise that the mechanical bits are letting inside the cabin. So that also is going to allow for a stress-free driving experience because there is no noise that is going to disturb you. So we have a bit of an opportunity to drive this BE 6E a bit fast. So now I have activated race mode. So check this out, I am letting the speed drop right now, and the speed has dropped under 60. I am at almost 55 kmph, full pedal to the metal, and I have already crossed 100 kilometers per hour and rapid acceleration over 130 already, and that was insane. That was super duper fast. Check this out, a vehicle in front of me, it is not slow moving, but just because that driver saw me approach so fast, they have just moved out of the way and they have made way for this BE6E to just blast past. I mean, what insane acceleration. I mean, when do you find other road users notice you and make way for you because they know that you are going to just blast past? I mean, it just shows that everybody is first of all looking at the vehicle, and then it is so capable to drive fast. One more time, check this out, accelerating it really hard, and very good ride quality, very good driving dynamics. The ADAS is also functioning well in terms of the lane keep assist and all the steering assists that you have, and when you want to slow down the vehicle, absolutely not a problem. Check this out, we have a special convoy treatment, and now that I am here, no problem. And now the vehicle, even though it is in race mode, when you just feather the throttle pedal, it's good, it's easy, it's quiet. Now the next point that I want to speak about is one pedal drive. So for that, you have a quick access button over here on the steering wheel. Press it and it tells you that one pedal drive is now active. What it does is I can only use the accelerator pedal. I don't need to use the brakes. Now, if the vehicle in front of me is slowing down, all I have to do is get off the gas and this BE6E will slow down and it will bring the car to a complete halt. So that is great. This is going to be very useful in bumper to bumper traffic, especially in congested cities. So you don't have to apply the brakes. Your right foot can also rest just as good as your left foot, because there is a good dead pedal for your left foot, and because of this single pedal drive mode, there is absolutely no need to press the brakes, of course, unless the vehicle has not slowed down enough and you have to maintain a safe distance or stop safely. Now, apart from that one pedal drive mode, which is going to add to your convenience, you also have multiple regen levels which you can select based on your liking. So the amount of deceleration that you need, or if you want the vehicle to coast for longer, you can select that, and those plus and minus buttons are also placed over here. This is a very sporty steering wheel. All controls, they look quite nice and they are absolutely easy to reach out to, and I mean, this is fantastic on a car like this. I mean, what more do you want at this price point? This is probably the most well put together steering wheel in terms of functionality. I just hope that all the functionality works flawlessly when you bring home this BE6E and there are no niggles, because you want all of these fancy things to work, don't you? Also, if you wish, you can completely switch off regen mode, and check this out, I have switched it off right now and the vehicle continues to coast, continues to glide without decelerating by a huge amount. So that also is a feature which you can activate if you like it, so that you don't have to get on the gas or you don't have to tap the brakes. You can just do it once and then let it glide. So you have that power. So you can have it at off, then you have level 1, then level 2, and then level 3. So 3 levels of regen, and then of course you also have single pedal drive mode, one pedal drive mode, which you can say is level 4 regen or max regen. Speaking about the steering wheel, I mean, it gives you a very good feel of where the wheels are pointed, and the chassis balance is fantastic. Like I said, because of the lower center of gravity of this electric SUV, the balance is great. It is like a go-kart, point and shoot, and it does all that you want it to without too much of a drama. There is not too much of a dead area in the center either. So with the slightest of inputs too, the vehicle does respond to the direction change, and that also is a good thing, isn't it? So it doesn't feel too vague. As you start picking up pace, it does weigh up, so that also should give you confidence. Now, we can't really drive too hard and fast today because the traffic situation is really horrible, but still, nevertheless, I have no complaints from the steering wheel. It does feel light at city speed, so single-handed operation is no problem. If you want to rest your hand over here, that also is a feature, isn't it? Because of this separation, this partition between you and your front passenger. And like you saw, big pothole, but fantastic ride quality, absolutely no problem. And check this out, if I want to really accelerate hard and fast, there is so much punch that you will be smiling from ear to ear. You will have a wide grin slapped on your face when you accelerate hard, and it is just gliding over these bad roads, and I'm not feeling any jerk, any jhatka inside the cabin. What a ride quality. Fantastic job in the suspension department from Mahindra engineers. I mean, this is perfect in terms of hard acceleration, good road presence, superior styling on the outside and inside, and while doing all of that, while acing all of that, keeping you comfortable too. So what else do you want from a vehicle at this price point? Now, speaking about brakes, you have to be a bit careful when you start driving this car in your initial days of ownership, because the brake bite is a bit sharp. So what I would recommend is that you have the regen level at its maximum when you initially want to slow down the vehicle, or have one pedal drive activated if you're driving for longer in traffic. So that also is going to, take the need away from tapping the brakes, because every time you tap it, it does try to slow down the vehicle very sharply. It puts the anchors down very hard. So you have to be careful, because other road users might not necessarily have such good brakes on their cars. Check this out. Auto hold was not active, so as soon as I released the brake, the vehicle did crawl ahead. Auto hold functionality, I can activate it from the button console on the right hand side of the steering wheel. Now I have released the brake, but the vehicle is not rolling forward till the time I tap the accelerator pedal. So very convenient features. All of this is self-explanatory now. All the modern cars have it. Speaking about console and controls, the gear stick, very different to look at, but it has a very plasticky feel. I mean, it looks sporty, it looks one of a kind, but when you touch it, it doesn't feel all that premium. This should have had a soft touch material, a leather wrap, because the plastic cuts and the overall feel, it is a bit rough on a car of this price. So this definitely needs improvement, because if you are giving such a stylish looking vehicle, you can't have the primary touch point to feel so average. The key is great. I mean, this also has that hard plastic, but it looks nice, and this is fine because it's gonna be in your pocket most of the time. But Mahindra has carved out a section on your center tunnel console where you can park your key. I mean, this also, it just makes your vehicle feel more special. Check this out. Bad roads, typical Indian streets. You can notice the movement. You can hear some movement too. You can hear the suspension do its job too. But am I feeling uncomfortable? Am I feeling jerks inside? Is my back and bottom being hurt? Not at all. So again, the suspension, flawless. I really like it. The next point which I want to speak about is overall visibility. Now this BE6E is a 5-seater SUV. You can call it a coupe, some might call it a crossover, whatever. It is an SUV, that is what Mahindra says that it is, and understanding all 4 corners of the vehicle is very easy. It has a lot of flared, body panels. I can see the bonnet lines easily, even when I'm seated at the lowest seat setting. And the shoulder line is also quite nice, it's quite prominent. So from the wing mirrors, I can understand the rear panels and my rearward body of the vehicle very easily. So it is not at all tricky to manage this car in traffic, and maybe in a day or two you will be absolutely comfortable with the size and proportions of this car. So don't worry if this is going to be your first premium vehicle, if this is going to be your first electric vehicle. It's very easy to understand, and all the controls over here, They are very nicely marked, so you know what you're touching, you know what you're pressing. This very 6E sexy looking mirror, this IRVM frameless electrochromic, looks good and gives you a good view of what is behind you. But then the rear windscreen is a bit small, so you will have to depend on the wing mirrors, which are really large. So that is going to be functional. This maybe not so much, especially if you have 3 people on board in the back seat. Now on this speedometer cluster, there is a lightning symbol. When you press it, it says that boost mode is being activated. Well, it gives you a sign that it is being activated. You are going to get more boost, but I don't know what I'm going to do with it because there is absolutely no space to use that boost mode. And now it shows that it is activated, but there is just no scope of kicking that throttle pedal to the metal. What I want to show you, what I want to tell you is that there are driving modes which are available, but I can't see a drive mode selector over here, and it is in standard D mode right now. There are plus minus buttons over here, but they are for your region level, which are on your gear stick, but no drive mode button that I can see over here. Maybe this is it. Yeah, this is it. So this is a quick access key. So when I have pressed it, right now it is in range mode. Then this is everyday mode, and then you also have race mode. And in race mode, the throttle response is lightning quick. I mean, I can't really drive in this mode inside city because this is going to allow the BE6E do silly speeds in no time, and then you are going to get a lot of speeding tickets. The throttle response in race mode is really sharp. So if you are new to driving, if you are new to electric vehicles, be careful. Try it out on a open highway or when there is very little traffic. Again, just check this out. Range mode, check it out. The color scheme is changing, the theme is changing. Everyday mode, I really like this color. And then this is race mode. Also, the ambient lights change when you are switching between these driving modes, so that is also self-explanatory. So based on the theme, based on the drive mode, the colors at night, they would look more dramatic, and everybody will surely appreciate it, how the vehicle looks, how the cabin feels at night in different drive modes. It also tries to show off your personality, your driving style to others, so that they are aware what you are going to do. When the colors go red, the passengers have to brace because the vehicle is going to accelerate really hard. Now, making use of this rotary dial, there are a lot of other functions which you can control from over here, and check this out. It's very easy to operate all of this, and it feels nice. It is just that the controller feels a bit flimsy. It doesn't really feel that it is going to last a lot of abuse, but let's hope that it is built well, so I might be wrong in my judgment. And now, making use of these modes selectors, and now when you can see this, making use of this mode selector, the 3 modes which I showed you were in street setting. You can also go to snow setting, and now as you can notice, it shows that it is in snow mode. But where is the snow? We are in Chennai, but you have it. So you know that you have so many drive modes to choose from, and then you have different range settings too. You have one pedal drive too, and then you also have that boost mode, which is going to activate and allow you to accelerate really hard. But in snow mode, boost mode is not available. Going back to street modes, let us try it out. So setting it in street mode, now I am in race mode, and now when I press boost, let us check it out if it gets activated. Boost mode is not available, it says. I don't know why. I mean, I don't even have so much time to figure it out because there are just so many features. So guys, that is my first drive experience from inside this Mahindra BE 6E. A fantastic product. I think if Mahindra has sorted out all possible niggles, I don't think there is any reason to worry you can just go ahead and bring this home, because there is no other car which is going to feel as special. Yes, it has ADAS. I'm sure Mahindra is going to nail the safety in terms of crash test ratings too. It looks good, and from the outside, let me tell you, everybody is going to look at you when you're buying this car, because it is just radical to look at. It looks space age, this BE6E. The design team has done a fantastic job, and when you get behind the wheel, there is no matching this. If you are going to compare this, the Mahindra BE6E, with the Tata Curvv.EV, let me tell you, the Tata Curvv can't even hold a candle, because this just looks much better. And from inside, from my first drive experience, I think this is a job much better done than what Tata has achieved. It is what it is. I have said it. So see you soon, guys. See you in another video. Do check out the other content pieces which we are uploading about the Mahindra BE6E and the XEV9E. There are a lot of short format content pieces too. Till next time, subscribe to the Shifting Gears channel, press the bell icon, always drive safe, and always wear your seatbelts.